Hey folks, Jim Taylor here. As you can see, it's getting rained out today. But earlier, I did get an opportunity to run some more tests on the Litchi app with the Mavic Air 2. And I thought we would take a look at that, see what I came up with. So what I'm going to do is replay this and try to do some voiceover with it. Let's see. So here we are. I was trying to focus. It's supposed to, I think, focus on a subject. And the idea would be to follow it around. The only thing moving is the map. The map's moving with the orientation of the controller. So here, it doesn't work like the DJI Fly app. I had to set it to follow the controller rather than lock on to myself. It doesn't really work that great. All it will do is stay with you as you move, as long as you have the controller in your hand. It won't, the drone will not back up if I walk towards it, or fly forward if I walk away from it. So then I moved on, and now we're testing the orbit. And here it's similar to waypoints. You have to set where you want it to orbit. Again, the camera's not recognizing a subject to orbit. Instead, it's only going to orbit a point that you put on the map. So here I'm trying to get it to orbit close in my yard and not run into anything. And it does get close to a limb. It made me a little nervous. Luckily I didn't have an incident. So you got the same sort of settings. You get your altitude, radius, speed. Entry point. I just put nearest, I believe, on this. Yeah. These portions are not nearly as intuitive and don't work nearly as well as the waypoint missions. Fortunately, the waypoint missions are working really well. If you haven't seen that video, you can look into my videos. It's the previous one where I did the waypoint missions. Here you can see it just orbits the place that I marked. Now if I want it to orbit me, I have to stand in the same spot that I marked on the map. So I'm orbiting.
Recording started.
I decided to record a little bit while I was orbiting. And it does keep a perfectly good circle. And it'll orbit until you stop it, and as many times as you want. I can see how this might be useful for certain situations. If I wanted a small segment of myself being orbited while I'm doing some sort of filming,
orbit stop.
Something like that, it would be useful. And it works pretty good. But still, the Litchi app seems to have no capabilities of actually pinpointing a person or a vehicle or a boat like it does in the DJI Fly app. I'm hoping that they are going to continue working on it until they can correct that. But so far, all of these, like the follow here I'm setting up now, all of these different things I've tried would only work if I set it to the remote. And it didn't really center on me that well with the follow. You see how it runs off and leaves me. So the follow has a lot left to be desired. Yep. And I'll also add that I had to, as you can see in the video, I had to use my phone. I couldn't use my iPad, my iPad Air I usually use, because it doesn't have the same capability, the GPS capability as the phone does, which is what this program is relying on to follow me, or to try to follow me. As far as I can tell, looking into the other aspects of the app, it seems that if they could fix this one thing, where you could just draw around your object and it follow it, circle it, focus, then it would be in good shape. It's about ready to use. I was looking at panorama,
Warning,
but I never tried it.
Battery at 25%.
I'll probably have to make another video with some more of the features. There's a lot of things that you can do in the app. Some work, some don't. But the developers are getting there.
Recording stop.
I like the layout. And as far as just control, they seem to have made some improvements. It seems very responsive.
Warning, aircraft
Very
battery
easy
at
to control
24%.
manually. When I first got the app, the camera wouldn't sit level. It kind of sit just a little cocked to one side. But anyway, so that's what I have for you right now, folks. Going to be working with this app some more and try to get another video out soon. Also, I'm going to do another light paint video. I've got a great idea for that. Hopefully it'll work out pretty well. I'll be trying that tomorrow night, and hopefully get a video out for you guys in a couple of days on that. And until then, have a good one.